We hope you've enjoyed this week's talks on carbohydrates, and hopefully the information we've given you has been useful and beneficial to you and your friends and family. Tell other people about it because we want to make sure that people in Area 5 and beyond live healthy lives. Sandy's back with us today, and we're going to talk about just some things, maybe recap the week and remind you that carbohydrates are good for us. We have simple carbohydrates like these kind of fruits. We also have simple high carbohydrates that are processed type foods. Of course, the fruits and vegetables that have carbohydrates in them are much better for us. And then we have the more complex carbohydrates like grains and pastas and breads and so forth. So remind ourselves that we need those carbohydrates to have energy to do the things we want to do, but we don't want to eat too many carbohydrates, especially if we don't have an exercise regimen. So Sandy, maybe talk to you a little bit about exercise and when we get older. It's more difficult, possibly joints hurt, backs hurt, we maybe got out of a routine. What are some things that you recommend? I know you work with people and help them with training regimens. What things could you recommend to our audience today that they can do to get into a routine, and what are some of those activities that you'd recommend for our older population?
Well, I think the easiest one that everybody can do is walk. I always have people start there. In fact, I know a woman who a friend of hers had died, and her friend was a nurse. And so she took up walking, and she started with 20 minutes a day, and she actually built up to 2 hours a day. And she lost over 50 pounds in about 6 months just by walking alone. Now, 2 hours is a lot. I'm not going to ask anybody to do that kind of exercise, and unless you really want to. But exercising at a low intensity level is fantastic. It doesn't matter how you do it, whether you're doing it in your chair. There are plenty of chair exercises if you are confined to a chair that you can do. But just being active, getting up, doing yard work, moving, not sitting in front of the TV or in front of your computers. Low intensity exercise is great.
And a lot of it because you're using your whole body, your arms, your legs, your torso, everything is moving. And so when the whole body is moving, those are great exercises to do.
Absolutely.
We also talk about classes. You do classes once in a while. What are some good classes that an adult could go and get involved in?
Well, if you're able to move fairly well, there are a multitude of classes. If you like dancing, you can go to dance classes. If you like biking, you can go to cycling classes. There are treadmills you can walk on and watch your TV at the same time if you're addicted to your screens like many of us are. There are classes that are specifically for people who are not able to be as mobile, and they have chair classes, they have senior classes, they have water aerobics classes. So really my answer to that question is, what do you like and what will you stick with consistently? That's the choice that you should pick.
All right. And if we exercise, our diets can be a little bit more broad. I asked for one gift this Christmas, and that was a bread maker, a bread machine. And so my wife got me a bread machine, and so I eat lots of homemade bread. I love it. If I didn't exercise, I couldn't eat as much probably. So I think it kind of has a balance there. You can eat some, a little more if you're able to perform an activity level that will help expend those calories. Remember, carbohydrates store in our bodies if we don't utilize them. So we used an analogy of a bank a couple of days ago. We don't want to have compounding interest within our bodies, which means that our bodies grow. We want to make sure we stay strong and lean and stay active. Now, for those of you who are diabetics, we have a lot of people that listen to our program that are diabetics. Our bodies turn carbohydrates into glucose. So when our glucose levels are different because of a diabetic issue, we have to make sure that we maybe restrain from certain carbohydrates because it alters things in our bodies. First of all, make sure you always talk to your doctor. Consult your doctor to ask him or her what your dietary restrictions and activities should be. But I'm going to give you a couple of examples of foods that most diabetics can adhere to in their diet and they can enjoy. First of all, lentils. Lentils are good. and they're high in carbohydrates, but they don't affect the body of a diabetic nearly as much as other foods. Apples, medium-sized apples, great. Blueberries are wonderful for diabetics. Sweet potatoes, just plain yogurt is also good. Oatmeal and quinoa is very good. Maybe you've not had this before, but this great product is absolutely super. We eat this in our home quite a bit. In different recipes can be gained if you look at the internet, and it's a great source of food and energy that you'll really enjoy. So, in your experience, Sandy, what are some of the foods and colorful plates that you recommend for not only an older person, but any person in general?
That's a good question, and you actually covered it a little bit earlier. You want to eat foods that are really pretty simple. One, I mean, it's a single product. So we've got corn, we've got bananas, potatoes, tomatoes. All your fruits and vegetables are good sources of carbohydrates. Your nuts, your seeds, your grains, also fantastic sources of healthy carbohydrates. Oatmeal, brown rice, all those are good choices. The things you want to stay away from are the things that are typically prepared for you ahead of time. You know, they're in packages, they're easy to rip open, Pop-Tarts, prepackaged muffins, donuts. I mean, these are things that you probably know already aren't the healthiest choice. So let's stick with foods that are made for us by the earth if we can.
All right. So what you're saying is this probably needs to go in the trash. At least
so.
One of the two. And this needs to go into our diet.
Exactly.
So again, a good balance. We're not saying that you can't enjoy anything that's sweet or has sugar in it, but we do want to make sure that we as a whole have a good, solid diet that will benefit us in the long run, gives us energy to do the activities that we want to do to lead a strong and healthy life.